around. Just keep it where it's at. Now, look at the sheet. Now start a couple of steps forward. Get. Now take off. Now turn it back on. Relax. Now freeze. Now come forward. He's passing. There. There you go. Now turn right. Because if he's on my right, I want him to have to go back left and turn the sheet. Now go. Don't slow your pace down any. Just keep the same pace. Let the dog do the work. There you go. Just keep going. Because the faster I move along, it keeps everything, it lightens things up a little bit and allows the dog to work. Turn right. Now go to the center. Come right back. You don't have to do this with a stick. Just relax. Just hold the stick. The stick is doing nothing for you. It only represents authority. And it's a pressure tool, but we're not using it. That's the neat thing about it is nobody's holding a dog off. Now go. As soon as he galloped around and he got past your shoulder, now hip, get. Now turn. Watch your sheep when you turn and go. They're school sheep, the big green collared one is. She'll see Sherry watching. She'll just hook back up, but let the dog balance and let him move him along. And you know when the pressure's on him because he drops his head and does a little sniffing, but at least he is in charge of his stock. Turn. Turn. Don, why don't the two of you walk up there so you don't bother him? Hip. Attaboy. Attaboy. Keep coming. Now freeze. He passes your shoulder. Now go forward. Go all the way to the gate and make a left. Because he's coming around on your left.
Yeah, because I've been doing right.
Yes. Well, not only that, he was coming on your left, and I want him to shift back to the right and make him turn the sheep. Rather than a handler always just turning with sheep that are turning, I want to turn the opposite way of what the heads are when I reach the fence and I let the dog be in charge of the heads and turn them. Now, whichever side they're on, you now turn right. See how they were going left? If they go left, I'm going to turn right. Now, turn right again and go back to that fence. Now think about which side they're on you. Now turn left. See? Now he has to come back. He has to come off their butt and go back to the head to be responsible for turning. This is what gets these dogs used to knowing where the head's at on the stock. And they're not just following. Now freeze. Now say get. Now come on and come. Let him go out there and work. Now go right now. See? He has to go back out, break out behind her, head this shoe, bring her back. It's his job. There's no fretting with him. He's not acting like he wants to attack anything. He's happy as can be. No, there's no human pressure on him. The pressure is the stock and the task.
And how old is this
Just
one?
a year old.
Yeah,
Does good, doesn't
one of the puppies.
he? Mm-hmm. Isn't he doing good?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he stays hooked on. He's looking in at the stock. You know when a little pressure gets on if he stops and shops on the ground a second. Now turn left. Bingo. Let him go get those sheep. Those are his sheep. Yeah, I mean, you just let him, you let him get a feel. Now turn right. So we don't always have to go across. See, everything gets so used to, I just stand there. Let him think about this. Now, go. Got your baggage, got your luggage. All the luggage come back. We can make our trip. Now, when you get to the gate, turn around, keep the stick in neutral, and walk at him till he breaks off. Now stand, look at him. Keep your toes on him. So, what we're doing here, now let him come. Let him come. Tap him. Now leave him alone. Now keep your toes. Wherever he goes, put your toes, because he'll say. He goes, what? I want the dog to ask you what you want. What we're teaching him to do is that when a dog gets the stock and it can't go any farther, okay, and the handler turns around and steps at him and presents the most pressure you can, I want him to break off and delivering the stock to you. He delivers the stock, that means you can do something with it. You could sort it, shed it, let him come. You do not tell him he cannot come. You let him come. He has to go to the fair and experience it for himself, okay? So he comes, you bite him, and the idea is that you had not called him. That's why you make something happen to him. Now, if you want him to break off farther, just start walking in a natural step at him, look right at him, and walk at him again. Bump. Now, stand and look at him. He goes, well, he said, I don't believe Sherry did call me. It's a pup. You look at him use his ears. You know he's thinking. And he'll try. It makes him uncomfortable if you're facing him. Staring at him with your toes at him is the most pressure you can put on him. So he goes, I need to go out here and leave those sheep for Sherry. And Sherry's like, exactly. They're my sheep. So, if I wanted to come back to the gate to quit, and I want him to voluntarily come off without me chasing him and holding him off, when I turn left so he could come on my right, I make sure that stick's in my left hand. So, just turn and call him without looking for him.
Here, Baron.
And with the stick on being the pressure tool, it's on the left. I know the dog's going to come on the right. He comes willingly. He comes willingly, right? I mean, nobody's holding him off. Nobody's fighting with him. He's a puppy. He says, sure, I'll come. But basically we've mentally worked him because I gave him sheep that don't just follow. They have an attitude that you know, they're school broke. They are. The 2-year-olds can be a little bit fussier, but the big green collar won't come. But the dog has to be in the right place to make her go. Yes?
Nice job.
Turn it off.